Hey, Aries Rising. Today we're going to be talking about this full moon on November 15th being in your first house. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to pull some cards. We're going to talk about what it means for your Vedic astrology chart, what it means in tarot. Okay. My name is Chantalee, and I am a brand strategy coach. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and I'm a tarot reader. And I use all these things to help women get a clear understanding of what their message is, to have a more confidence in their message, and also to speak their message with authenticity. Okay. So, what does Aries rising need to know about this full moon when it comes to their personal development and also their brand strategy from November 15th until November 30th? All right, let's see what came up. The Seven of Wands is reversed. Okay, Seven of Wands reversed for personal development. And for brand strategies, we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, the Four of Wands for your brand strategy. Okay, so what's coming up for me while I get some more cards to clarify is with your personal development, you're going to have to be empathetic with yourself. And when it comes to where you've come from and where you want to go, you have to have empathy for yourself. You have to have confidence in yourself and in your beliefs. Okay. And that has a lot to do with your personal development. And then when it comes to your brand strategies, I feel like it's going to be important to show a really empathetic side to the people who have the same or similar challenges that you have experienced in your journey and that you might be currently experiencing. Okay. So I'm going to pull some cards to clarify. But in your first house, you have in your first house, the full moon is going to be in Aries. Okay. So the moon is in a sign that's ruled by Mars. And in your fourth house, you have the planet Mars in the zodiac sign Cancer. So Mars is in a sign that's ruled by the moon. So this means they're changing. The moon and Mars are changing energies. They're sharing energies and they're strengthening each other if you work this placement right. So the moon is empathetic. So that's why I'm saying have empathy for yourself and also have empathy for your audience. But Mars represents being able to take action and it represents the self. So it also represents strength and courage. So it's having the courage to have empathy for yourself, even if no one else does, and even if everyone is against what your beliefs are and what you're saying and what you're trying to do, what you're trying to take action on. and also have the courage to have empathy for other people. It's not always easy. Sometimes it's easier for us to ignore what other people are going through than be able to face it and how it affects us, and our ability to want to make a change in what these people are going through. Okay, so please clarify, what does Aries rising need to know for this full moon when it comes to their personal development? All right. And infinite abundance, Lord Ganesh. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Yeah, there's definitely an obstacle that you're faced with. It looks like in your personal development, there's an obstacle that you've been facing, that you need to kind of, this guy is known for dancing. And I feel like you kind of need to have some type of hope, some type of joy, some type of enthusiasm about your power to move past these obstacles. This thing that it's like something where people are coming at you, and right now you're losing the fight. You don't have the strength or the energy or the courage and boldness to fight this challenge, these people, this situation, right now. You feel like you don't have it. And that's what you need to work on with your personal development and your spiritual development, is do something to build yourself up so that you can remember Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So even if it seems like you're alone and you don't have the physical support from people that you would wish to or would like to have support from, you still have your spiritual team. You have your God or goddesses, you have your angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, whatever. You have that, your ancestors. So lean on your spiritual team to help strengthen you and remind you of who you are and your ability to face what you need to face. Also, it's okay to feel sad that this is happening to you, but don't stay there. Okay? Don't stay there. I'm going to pull one more card to clarify your personal development. Please clarify, what does Aries rising need to know about their personal development and their spiritual development for the November 15th until November 30th? All right. And we have, yep, Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. That's what the Seven of Wands is about. Your belief, standing up for what you believe. Yeah, don't back down, because this is happening in your first house that represents the self, the self, the self, the self. Okay. So don't back down. You have the full moon is going to be in Krittika, and Krittika represents challenges. It represents challenges. So that's another thing. So, but again, don't back down. This is the fire representing Bridget represents Mars and Aries for me anyway. So this is definitely your card, and it's just saying don't back down. Find your hope, find your joy, and fight for yourself, fight for your beliefs. Your situation, Aries rising, might be really affecting your emotions. It might really be affecting your mind, but get back hold of it and raise your energy as high as you can in any way that you can. That doesn't hurt you or hurt anyone else. And that's what you need to know about personal development from November 15th until November 30th. Okay, so now we're going to move on to what do you need to know about your brand strategy? What do you need to know about your brand strategies? So we already had the Four of Wands. Please clarify, what does Aries Rising need to know about their brand strategy from November 15th to November 30th? Okay, Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. Speak up with love is talking about communication. You know what came to my mind? So Mercury will be in your 8th house right now, but this has a lot to do with like customer appreciation. How can you show that you appreciate your customers? What can you offer your customers that shows them you appreciate them? How can you celebrate your audience and show them that you appreciate them in your marketing, at least for the next 2 weeks? What can you do? Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card. This is good. This is good. This is really good. And you can also, if you're a coach, you can talk about, show how to appreciate yourself and how to celebrate yourself, because that's important. One of my friends is always reminding me, and I try to remind her, did you did this and this and this. How did you celebrate? How did you celebrate? Because sometimes we can go and go and go, and we're accomplishing things along the way, but we're focused on the main thing that we want to accomplish, and we're not paying attention to the small wins that we've had along the way. And celebrating those small wins that lead up to the big win is what gives us energy and more confidence to keep going towards the big win. Okay. So please clarify brand strategies for Aries rising for this full moon in Krittika. So what's some ways that you can show your customers you appreciate them? You can make sure you stay on top of following up. Okay. You can do special meetings for some of your audience that's been with you for a while, that really helps you, that's been with you for a while, that really engages with you, that spends money with you. You can do a special group where it's just like 5 to 10 people, or 3 people, like, and show them that tell them like this is an exclusive training or exclusive teaching or exclusive anything that's just for you. It could just be a celebration. You might not be teaching them anything. But you want to make sure they are appreciated, let them in on the ideas that you have that you want to put into action. Make sure they feel special. I got to remember to post some more ways that you can appreciate your audience. I will probably put it in the comments. Yeah, I'll probably put it in the comments. Then you can create a strategy based off that. Mm-mm. All right. And yeah, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So yeah, you need to, Cordelia, you have been indoors too long. Yeah. You need to really connect with your audience. And hopefully in the comments, you'll see some more ways that you can connect with your audience and show them that you appreciate them. Maybe they can tell you some ways. But yeah, look in the comments. I'll definitely have some ways that you can show your audience that you appreciate them. And that's going to be your strategy from November 15th to November 30th. Hopefully you can just keep this strategy in your brand strategy, because you want to always be showing your audience that you appreciate them, but it's just extra important for you right now. Okay. All right. So that is what I have for you, Aries Rising. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And also in the comments, let me know if you had any questions or anything you want to share when it comes to this full moon, and what any thoughts we might be experiencing. But until then, remember that your brand is sacred.